bit of right in there.
Whoa!
That's it, into it.
Yeah, boy! Folks, we are halfway through the South East Queensland Wild Weekend, and up until this point here, I thought I'd seen it all, but this track here, it's a bit of a secret track. We're not going to give anything away. Trust me when I say, though, it is one of the wildest tracks you'll ever do because the main road is just there. I can see it. Shauno, well, he's been in some positions before, but up until now, I think is that the most vertical you've been?
I've only seen blue sky, mate.
He can't even talk, his seatbelt's so tight. So, we're going to try and get him up here.
Try.
This is 1/50th of this track. Righto, mate, let's give it a real go.
Merry Christmas, legends. You know, here at 4WD Drive Action, we abso-bloody-lutely love Christmas.
Me?
Yeah.
But there's one thing we love even more, and that's wheeling on a long weekend. So why not do both? Welcome to a festive season weekender, 4-wheel drive action style.
Yes! Yeah! Yeah!
Go the Luxy, you bloody beauty!
What a weapon!
Yep, it's going to be a wild ride, and our adventure begins right here, in one of Queensland's favourite 4-wheel drive playgrounds, none other than LandCruiser Mountain Park.
Shaun, you got a copy, mate?
Sure do, mate.
There's anything I like better than free beer, and that's Christmas holidays, mate.
I know, it's a good time of year, isn't it, mate? Good time of year. And where we're going, mate, we're going to have a lot of fun too.
Cracking part of the world, mate. Really, really cool. I'm looking forward to this place. I haven't been out here for about a year now, and look, this place I think just gets harder and harder.
Yeah, it does, mate. So much to see and do. Not to mention some great camping, so I reckon the boys will be in for a treat.
Speaking of the boys, we've got a good-looking convoy on this trip, starting with our mate Shaun from Fulcrum Suspensions. Now, of course, these guys are known for their Super Pro and Formula shocks, and it's Shaun's rig that's kitted out with their latest creations, front and rear. Next up, we've got a new face in the convoy, Kaito from Drifter 4-Wheel Drive and Camping. Now, these are the guys that designed the amazing custom draw setup in Shaun's 80, and Kaito is wheeling a 76, pimped out with all the bells and whistles from their quality range. Now you asked for him, and here he is, our resident lovable weirdo and my good mate, Jocko, and his insane sassed Hilux. It's a track monster, complete with new tray and touring mods, and a spare tail shaft for good measure. Rounding out the convoy is none other than Sam from Spares Box. Now you'll know these legends as the one-stop online shop for all things 4-wheel drive related, from spares to accessories, delivered directly to your door. Up the front of the convoy is of course this buglugs, my good mate Shauno, but this time he's brought a passenger. This of course is Mia, and my advice to her is hang on girl. With introductions out of the way, it's time for our first track of the day. It's called Prado Hill. It's not a bad way to start off the weekend.
Nice steep little hill climb coming up, boys. Looks pretty shaly too. There we go with this.
Well, that's a hill.
How you looking, mate? You doing it fairly easily? Oh, interesting.
Yeah, there's a big log on the track. I might have to clear it. Hang there a sec, dog.
Lucky for Shauno, he's got me to help him.
Mate, if you grab the heavy end.
Whoa, that's gonna be.
Do you reckon that's a heavy thing? Yep, up onto that ledge.
Oh, come on. I've got a heavy end. Use your muscles. Use your muscles. There we go.
Oh,
That's a big log.
oh, I might need to change my underpants. It's not from driving.
All right. Got the cable tie in so I can put my seatbelt on the hill. Let's do it, eh?
Scrabbly.
Sooty has a habit of making tough tracks look easy, but I can tell you, this is a steep, slippery climb.
Well, Shauno's done that quite easily. I think if I'm going to have an issue here, it's going to be one of clearance. Smaller tyres, a bit lower slung, which often does me a lot of favours. Centre of gravity so much lower, but yeah, we'll just have to see how we go here. I might need a little bit of right boot. Because you're going to send it. Whew, all right. We'll see how I fare. Oh, there's still a big log in the track. There's the log. There's the log. There's that rock. Oh, she wants it.
Yes, I've made it through. What a ripper.
Wow. Holy heck.
That's Dusty. Have a look at that. Woo!
Shane's got the game face on and he's pinning his rig up this climb.
Some dust.
Woo!
I reckon you've just cut the top off this as well.
I think I have.
You've actually bulldozed it about. You made it easier for everyone else.
I have, mate. Look, not all heroes wear, I was going to say skirts.
Some do though.
I don't know why that came in my head.
Plenty of loose rocks on this one. Let's see how we go.
Kaido, of course, is wheeling a 76, and they're not exactly known for keeping all four wheels on the ground. Like, I mean, ever. Let's see how he goes on this one.
Whoa!
Yep, as I thought. That was pretty spectacular to watch.
Jeez.
He did that in three-wheel drive, technically. Yeah.
All right, Jocko's up next. With reduction gears, the Luxie isn't exactly fast, but damn, it's capable.
Look at the dust, that looks sick.
Put your windows up.
Go, Jocko!
Look at the dust.
Woohoo! Woo!
I think he drove that well. I couldn't quite see.
I couldn't see, there's a car somewhere in there, there's a four-wheel drive and a dust cloud.
I like how he had his windows down.
He'll be so gutted, he'll have a wet wipe out at the moment, wiping his dash, he'll be cleaning it all.
Last man up the climb is Sam. Mate, show us what that 80 can do.
Dusty as.
Not as dusty as you, mate.
Oh, big wheel lift.
Oh!
How'd you go with that, Shane? It was all right? I like that. You get a taste of the tracks when you drive these ones. You need that. You become one with the track.
Yep, I've got a lot of track in me.
Yeah, exactly
Good.
right. Look at this. Steep, shaly, big rocks everywhere. That's it. Jump in the Stratos. You need that back support there. Far out. There's no traction there.
Just stays on it and manages to get going again. Yes, come on! You've got this! Yes. Yes. Yes.
Woo!
How good's having a V8 when you need it? Beauty. That squeaking means he's having fun, I think. And we're up. Ew!
With Prado Hill done, we head on to our next track. Old mate Shauno is leading us towards a classic of LandCruiser Park, a diff-banging, slider-scraping rock fest known as Cruiser Canyon. Now that I think about it, he might be hoping for an unfair advantage on this one.
Well, boys, this is Cruiser Canyon, and one of the most infamous tracks, I think, in the park.
Yeah, mate, I've heard about it multiple times. I've been keen to do it, just never had the chance. So, well, for better or worse, let's get into it.
Well, I've got the first bit right, mate. I've got a cruise up, and let's hope that's all you need because it's getting pretty rocky up in front.
Ah, so it is Christmas time. This is my favourite sort of wheeling, this stuff.
Oh, boys, it's a little bit wild through here. Just watch your line. There's some big rocks. There's definitely a line through it, but it's it's pretty rocky.
By the time we get through here, we'll have to rename it D-MAX Canyon.
Cruiser Canyon is full of obstacles just like these, and it's not long to we're in the thick of it. Hold on to your hats, folks.
Found that.
Settle down, Kaito. It's only day one, mate. Jock and Sam are having a heck of a lot of fun on these rocks, but I tell you, you still got to concentrate.
That's all right. That's all right.
Up ahead, the difficulty is starting to ramp up.
Super rocky. This one's going to be the bumpiest track yet, I reckon. You've got to really pick the right line because this is where you get hung up on your diff and all sorts of stuff.
Bold move. Bold move. So close.
I can feel rocks underneath my seat.
Just drive it better.
You're on your shaft. Go back.
You always could just make,
Stop there. Let's rock
if
back.
you just make a little highway for me, mate.
Let's pack the other side as well.
Look at you. That's a face for sore eyes.
All right, Shauno, give it a try now, mate. Oh, Struth, somehow he's missed those packed rocks entirely.
Yeah, can someone with a bit of know-how please get involved?
Hold there. No, let me do it. For goodness sake.
Can somebody build a road here?
Yeah, let me do it, mate.
It's not as if there's a shortage of rocks around here, boys.
Yeah, if only we were in a canyon with lots of rocks. Don't go anywhere, you'll kill me.
No.
Oh, if you can't drive that, seriously, man, there's something wrong with you.
Between the lot of you, I thought you guys would pack a road together, but...
Okay, take two.
It's definitely the driver. I oversaw that rock backing myself.
It's horrible, boys. I'm going to come back and choose a better line.
Now, we're all a bit confused as to what's holding Shaun up here, but either way, he doesn't seem to be able to line up his tyres on the rocks that we've put down.
So this is a good idea, putting all the rocks in the middle of where I'm going to be driving.
Well, that's where you slip to.
My sincerest advice is leave this part to us.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to do it yourself.
Oh, here we go.
You know, full driving's all about being quite creative. You've got to think outside the box sometimes. Sometimes the other fellas don't see it, you know, they just can't quite see the vision.
Don't hurt yourself.
All right, you smart ass. Let's see how you go this time.
Touch the right hand down, come forward. Touch the right, just a little bit. Start to come down now. A bit more right. Yeah, you're on the second rock now. Yeah, beautiful. Come forward on that. Your backside in the climb now too. Beautiful.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes!
Nicely driven, mate.
That's what happens, mate. Sometimes, folks, when you need a job done, you got to
Between our rock packing and your spotting, we got him through.
you just got to do it yourself, Mia. You know, that's why you're driving in the front car, Mia.
Now, get out of the way so we can show you how it's done. Go on, get right up there.
Okay, mate, let me show you how it's done.
Stay hard, right?
Now, to be honest, I'm a bit of a passenger here. I'm just trying to follow Jock's instructions.
Steady, come forward. Touch your left. Very small left.
But
More left.
I've slipped off the line.
I think you have it now.
Yep.
Yeah.
I slipped off and...
You get back? Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Graham, would you like to go the way you went or the way I went? 'Cause I can teach you.
I can't move.
I didn't tell you which way to go, you just didn't really do it.
Sometimes in forward driving, like, the key is, especially as someone who's done a fair bit of this stuff before, it's just to help your mates out, guide them through, coach them. And oh, he's not happy. He's not happy. Get out of here.
Well, I'd kind of hoped to show Shauno up here, but instead, I'm going to have to hook up to the back of him and winch my way out. That's not exactly how I'd planned this to play out. Oh well, luckily it's a short winch to get me out of strife. Having seen my misadventure, Shane and Kaito, who are both a bit lower slung, have opted to take the beeline around this one and live to fight another day. That's the beauty of LandCruiser. There's lines for everyone.
Jocko's coming in now. He's got a truck that's built for this sort of terrain. He gets very excited with this style of driving too, just real technical, slow stuff. I think the key is going to be to put your tyre up on these big rocks.
Hopefully I don't slip off and ruin my already dented tail shaft.
Just point and steer this thing.
Right, it's going to start coming down now. Rear's coming up.
Yeah, okay.
No one likes to show off, mate. Seriously though, that is a capable beast you built there, Jocko. All right, Sam.
Get the deal.
Pressure's on, mate.
When you get the line, it's just... Woof.
It's all you. The good thing is you showed everyone what not to do.
Yeah, that's the key. We're going first.
We've only just started Cruiser Canyon, and ahead is a wild road of big rocks and technical rock gardens. Pretty soon the valley is full of the sounds of screeching tyres and scraping metal. Oh, I tell you what, the things we do for fun.
Bit more.
You got it.
Up ahead is a committing off-cambered rock step. Shauno, mate, glad you're going first.
That's a hell of a thing.
Okay, wait. Fine, that is beautiful. Dropping off. 3, 1, dropping out. Landing again.
Woo-hoo-hoo. There you go. Forgot to chuck the front locker on for that. But I wanted to keep that steering so I could turn the wheel around if I need to be quite precise on the wheel. So front locker can sometimes, it gives you way more traction, there's no doubt about it. There's a time and place for it, I reckon. And when you need to do a lot of tight turning, there's no place for a front locker. That's what you want in a driver. It's cool, calm and collective. Nice control.
Up on the front right now.
Now, I don't have the flex of a big old solid axle rig, but the key for me is picking the right line and threading my way through.
Come straight forward. Touch the right. Another climb now.
That. Oh, there's a lot of,
Right up.
lot of pressure on that. Oh.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Right hand down.
Oh, in there, mate. Good drive.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Shane's going to have to take a similar approach to me, but he's handling it like a
Touch
boss.
the left hand down. Nice and steady. Climbing up now. Yep. Stay right. Stay right. Straighten up.
Jeez.
Rocky road.
With some helpful spotting, Kaito is up that step, but the big rig just doesn't want to climb.
Nah.
Nah. Yep, stop there.
We'll put a big rock here. That's the ticket. That's the ticket, Jocko. Well done, mate. Another one.
Get it in the right spot, bud.
Yeah, come on. Try and get him in the right spot, buddy.
Oh, Struth. How good are mates? But it's worked, and Kaito's moving. Whoa, that's an angle.
That's
Well
it.
done. Are you good?
Nice and steady. Try not to beat you jumpy on the clutch. Just come forward nice and slow. Beautiful.
Beautifully done.
Well done.
Woohoo!
Giddy up.
Giddy up.
Here, come down.
Right good, right good.
Oh, good drive.
Yes.
Good drive.
That's
Yes. I think I had a little bit of wee come out.
wild. He's stoked.
Well, folks, that's Cruiser Canyon done and dusted. And I have to say, I'm loving the way the D-MAX is handling these rough conditions. Hey, Shane, got a copy back there, mate?
Yeah, Graham.
Mate, you're right. Changing to aftermarket shocks, mate, has been a world of difference for me. It really has. It's been a bit of a game changer, if I'm honest with you, and you predicted it.
Mate, when you do our sort of four-wheel drive, mate, you need something a bit better than OEA.
Mate, you can explain these things far better than me. For the folks at home, just let us know why it is so important to upgrade your shocks, mate.
Mate, we all know what kills shocks, eh? That's just heat. So what you need to do, mate, is because you're bashing them around out here on the tracks, you just need something that's going to disperse heat. So the bigger oil capacity that shocks have, the better they disperse that heat.
And what about range, mate? I mean, it's shock absorbers, you know, they're not like sort of, you know, one size does not fit all. What do you got in the range?
We specifically make them to suit each vehicle, you know. We've got all across the dual cabs, but we've just recently released a range of big bore series to suit all your patrols and all your heavy cruisers as well.
Copy that, mate. So you are now catering to the bigger trucks?
Yeah, mate, especially when they got some load on them too. They're the big bore series, so they disperse heat really good.
And on a day like today, mate, I'll take it. I might cover myself in shock absorbers. I need heat dispersing. Let's go and test them out, because if Shauno's pointing at what I think he's pointing at, my shocks are about to get one heck of a testing.
Mate, let's go, eh?
We reckon we've got time to squeeze in one more track before we head to camp. And this one is called Hilux Hill. Is there a theme here, Shauno?
Hold on, this bit's about to get a bit bumpy. There you are. A little bit of front locker, I won't lie. Keep going.
Keep going, drive through it.
The camera crew are having a ball leading the convoy up in front, but I reckon they'd do a better job if they held the map the right way round. There you go, that's better. Look at the view, whoa, look at the track, look at the track, don't look at the view. Got a copy up the front there, Shauno.
Yeah, I sure do, mate, I sure do.
Me, you doing any driving, or is it all you, mate?
No, she had a bit of a go that time we got stuck, but apart from that, it's all been me, mate.
That time we got stuck, yeah, right. Hey, mate, that sun is, well, she's about beer o'clock, I'd reckon.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Even quarter past, if anything. What do you reckon? Go to camp?
Yeah, look, I wouldn't mind trying to get up a bit high if we can. You know that one out the back?
Yeah, that's a sensational spot, mate. I reckon we do that, chuck the awning up, camp chair out, crack a cold beer. Heck, mate, what a time to do it.
Settle down, you. All right, lead the way, mate. I'll try and stay out of your dust. Let's go. Well, there you go. What do you reckon? Not a bad way to top off our first day of a festive long weekend. LandCruiser Park is full of great camping spots all over their sprawling four-wheel drive property, but we've got a particularly special spot lined up on a hilltop overlooking the whole park. Not bad, eh? Now, beer o'clock is well underway, but camp won't set itself up, so I guess we'll just have to jump into it. Conditions at the moment in southeast Queensland are hot and bone dry, so a camping setup doesn't need to be that complicated. The days are pretty toasty, but that means balmy evenings, perfect for camping. The boys are soon set up, and the familiar sound of fridges sliding out and cold ones cracking can be heard throughout the campsite. Yep, this is about as good as it gets, and speaking of which, check out the insane setup in the back of Kaito's 76.
Mate, what a setup. I was just having a look at you setting up camp. Absolutely amazing, mate. Yeah. Tell us, what have you got set up at the back here?
So in a wagon, most people think there's not much space. So you've got to maximise the usable space in one of these. So 2 drawers here. We've integrated these Snow Peak tables in there. Usually you would just go for a single drifted table like what you've got. And we've also boxed in the side windows here. We've got pop-up windows, a bit of storage in there as well. And that just sort of boxes in this area here, so it's a little bit easier to use. So you've got your chairs and stuff like that. It's not going to slide around, hit the side window. And that also allows you to box in these areas here. So we've got bags, axes. You just want to really maximise the space that's usable in a wagon. So that's what we're trying to do here.
You've absolutely done that, mate. Every square centimetre of this vehicle is usable, which is what you've even got your tools on the back here. Just, do you mind if I have a look inside the drawers?
Yep, so these drawers they go all the way to the back. So it's a half cargo barrier. So it goes all the way to the back of the rear seats.
Oh, wow.
So you get a fair size in there, no runners, so they go full width.
Just before you shut that, you gave me a set of these.
Yep.
They have changed the game. Just the fact that if you can access anything in the back of your vehicle within about 10 seconds, because you know where it is, and more importantly, it's organised, I reckon that is the perfect setup. Just little things, it shows that you guys really do a lot of camping yourselves, you understand touring, and your products just demonstrate that, mate. I'll let you set up the camp kitchen, mate. I'll go bring you a beer.
Righto,
Sounds
too
good,
easy. Thanks, mate.
Queensland is under full statewide fire bans over Christmas, but that doesn't make camping any less enjoyable in this amazing part of the world. And instead, we pull up the camp chairs and take in an epic sunset, Queensland style. Stick around, legends, because there's plenty more of this adventure still to come. As we wake up to a perfect Queensland summer day, at least one member of the convoy is already full of beans and ready to get going. Ahoy! Settle down, Mia. For the rest of us roughheads, a little more time is required to get going. But with brekkie and a coffee underway, we're soon lining up a plan for the rest of the weekend.
Mate, what a morning. Stunning. What's the plan for this morning, mate? Are we gonna make a move?
I don't want to leave Cruiser Park just yet. Maybe
one more?
There's one track we haven't done that you and I have both done, but the boys haven't.
I know exactly what it is.
Camp Road?
Camp Road.
Yeah,
You've
definitely.
I think if you come to Cruiser Park,
You gotta have a look at it.
You've got to at least have a look at it. And I've seen on a long weekend, people got deck chairs all up and down it.
Drinking
They're
beers
having- yeah,
and
having a
watching
couple
their
of
mates have a go.
Yep. I know the boys will be keen to do it. Jock will.
Oh,
He'll absolutely
love it.
froth on that one. Maybe go for a cheeky swim.
The dog and myself could use a bath, mate.
Well, the dog especially. Rightio, mate. That is a strong plan. I'm going to get packed up.
Yeah,
and
cool,
let's
mate.
get out there.
Sounds like an absolute winner.
We've got a big day ahead today, and this afternoon we're going to be heading north to another great wheeling spot. But of course, that means packing up the campsite.
Just packing up camp at the moment, having a quick look at my batteries. 80% charge left. Now, one of the questions I get asked a heck of a lot, and I think there's a lot of confusion surrounding it, is how many auxiliary batteries do I need in my touring setup? And more importantly, what size charger do I need to sort of set me up for touring? Now, the general rule is, if you've got under 200 amp hours worth of battery, then basically a 20 amp or a 25 amp charger is the one to go for. If you've got more than 200 amps, so more than 2 batteries like I do in Sooty, I'd either suggest a BCDC 40 amp, 50 amp, or even the Manager 30 to do the job. Why do you need 2 batteries? Now, I use 2 batteries in Sooty because I have a lot of 12 volt draw coming out of this vehicle. I've got camp lights, I've got 2 fridges, plus we've got the inverter going nearly 24/7, charging a lot of camera batteries and stuff like that. And I'm not running a permanent solar solution on the roof. Now, if you're just going away for a weekend, you just want to run a fridge and maybe some camp lights, a single auxiliary battery with a BCDC 20 amp would be your best bet. Now, if you want to know more, I've recently just done a video on our YouTube channel that explains all the different types of chargers and which one will best suit your needs. So for now, I'm going to pack up and get ready for today, because today we've got some insane tracks to tackle.
Soon enough, we're en route to LandCruiser Park's most well-known four-wheel drive challenge, a tight and rutted scramble up this deep cutting. It's off cam, but it's technical, and it will put your panels on the line.
Well, this is Camp Road, one of the probably most notorious tracks in LandCruiser Mountain Park. I've actually seen a stack of vehicles come unstuck on this one, so it's definitely not for the faint-hearted. Some committing lines. I've seen a couple of vehicles on their lid, so look, you got to get it right, that's for sure. Just going to take it nice, slow and steady and see what happens. It's been a while since I've driven this one. It's really washed out through here. Now at Clearview they get a bit of a hammering sometimes. Here we go, this is a bit of a, choose the right line through here. I think the trick is to keep on the high side.
Oh, he's taking a dramatic line.
You'll be right. Maybe not.
You're probably going to tip over.
Go, stop there, go right hand down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Come forward.
That's you.
Yeah.
Shaun's trying to place his left tyre up on the bank, but it's looking really touch and go.
Right hand down now, straighten up. Yeah, beautiful.
It's all going well, but suddenly that passenger tyre has snagged the bank.
Now right hand out.
Radical lines, bro.
I know. The steering wheel just grabbed a rock.
Oh, yes.
Oh heck me, what do you reckon of that one, eh?
Well, Struth, that was a bit hectic, mate, but you're up. Well done.
Yoo-hoo! All right. I'm going to have a crack, mate. You want to spot me through?
No.
Don't need you.
Yeah, fair enough.
G'day, Camp Road. Put your windows down so I can listen to instructions. Put that back out. You've got to pick your lines a bit through here. Now, I'm going to try a different line to Shauno here. and actually put my left tyres right in the rut. The boys are looking a bit worried, but I reckon it'll work.
You're going in there, right? Oh, do you want me to straddle that rut or not?
What do you reckon's going to happen?
Come right in, down a bit.
I think I'll be okay. And look at that, I'm sneaking through.
I reckon I would have done my side if I did that. I would have flexed into it.
Touch me mirrors.
Beautiful.
Good drive, mate. Good drive. Got into it.
That end bit was a little bit... LandCruiser Mountain Park, Camp Road, tick, done. Let's get the other boys up. Shane's not even on the hill and he's already lifting wheels. This should be an interesting climb.
Get into it.
Whoa! Whoa! Yep, yep. It's a beautiful thing.
I'll get through this.
Woo. Good drive, mate. Good drive.
Woo! Well driven, mate.
Yeah.
All right, who's next?
Shoes off for this one.
We saw some big wheel lifts off Kaido yesterday. I reckon today is going to be no different.
Big rocks in here. Far out.
Oh, crikey, mate.
Nice one, mate. Nice one.
The bigger rigs need to straddle the rut to avoid leaning into the bank, but Kaido has just slipped off.
Ooh.
That's going to be tight.
Do you reckon you can just climb straight up?
See how he goes.
Now that he's in the rut, getting back out is proving to be very difficult. Mate, I reckon you might just need to stay in it.
You reckon I just sneak through?
Oh, will you look at that? There's millimetres in that. But the bar work is doing its job and keeping damage to a minimum.
Beautiful,
Well driven, mate.
beautiful.
Woo! That's a great drive, Kaido. Well handled. Woo!
Not bad.
That's the thing when you drive in a rut like that. If the vehicle does slide in, sometimes you've got no choice but to keep driving inside that rut. It feels very uncomfortable, but to go backwards sometimes, you're gonna do a lot of damage to the rear quarters of your vehicle. So you did exactly the right thing, just slowly crept through. The bar work was touching the sides, but that's why you got bar work at the end of the day, to use it like that, and it did it perfectly. Just crawled up the top there. Righto, Jocko, you're up, mate. You've seen how the other boys have done it.
You're gonna take the same line, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I think I'm going to try and straddle that bank. I don't want to put
My nice shiny new canopy into that wall, so I'm just gonna take it easy and see how she goes.
Righto, Camp Road, let's give it a go. Right, I'm going to chuck her into first gear here. A little bit of crawling.
Jock's reduction gears give him a huge amount of control in slow technical driving, allowing just to crawl through steep challenges without having to worry about stalling.
Take it. That's pretty good.
But that is still a pretty gnarly line. You can see the front is right up the bank, but the back just doesn't want to follow.
If you slip in now, you're stuffed.
Damn, how good is that flex?
Nice driving.
Yeah, nice one, Jocko.
Nice driving, mate.
Mad, Camp Road, done. Happy days.
But when you consider, Jock built that himself. He built that four-wheel drive himself.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Truly incredible. I think Toyota really should hire him. Get him on board.
The last big rig up the climb is Sam in the spares box 80. We've seen some interesting lines so far, but Sam is about to step it up a notch.
Hello.
Feisty boy. Do a bigger one.
He's taking the 80 series line. Leave him alone. That's it.
Now come
Then
right
to,
hand down.
then to me.
To the right hand.
Yeah, climb up the wall a little bit and then straighten to the right hand down. I'll tell you when. Yep.
Sam's halfway between the bank and the rut, but at the same spot that caught out Shaun,
Hey!
That's it. Cool.
What are you
Fell straight
doing?
off.
things go a little bit pear-shaped.
What was that?
After that little hard starter, Sam's up and out of trouble. Camp Road, eh? What a cracker. Well, folks, would you be game to try this track out? Or maybe you already have. Let us know in the comments. After that nervous drive, I think we're all due for a freshen up.
Mate, don't know about you, mate, but super keen for a swim. What do you reckon?
Mate, have a look at that riverbed. I don't reckon we're gonna swim it in that.
No, it's pretty dry at the moment, mate, but I think if we keep following this through and navigate through these rocks, we're going to pop out at a beautiful little waterhole. Whoa! Oh, some more damage in this than Cruiser Canyon. Here we go. It's swim time. You keen? You keen? Come on. Come on.
This magic little swimming spot is right in the heart of the park, just a stone's throw from Cruiser Canyon. Even though the area hasn't seen rain in months, this waterhole survives and it makes a cool, refreshing break after the dusty heat of the tracks. Mia is having a ball and showing off some pretty good gymnastic moves. So graceful. Turns out though, Kaido's got some pretty good moves himself. What a spot, eh? For us though, it's time to push on to our next destination, and it's gonna be a cracker. Well, Shauno, LandCruiser Mountain Park, mate, she has not disappointed.
Love this place. I think that, you know, they've opened their property up with all these four-wheel drive tracks and great camping. It's just phenomenal, mate. There needs to be more places like this.
Well, folks, what do you reckon? LandCruiser Mountain Park, there's a whole variety of terrains out here. I mean, you've got the access tracks like we're on right now then. To my left right here, we've got Telecom Hill, an absolute doozy of a track. And what I'm getting at is tyre size. What tyre size would you pick if you were heading out here for a weekend? I mean, are you more inclined to go towards your sort of your 35s? 33 is a good round for you, or maybe you're like myself with the D-MAX. 31s work really well for me out here. I'm not scrubbing guards, I'm getting good wear life on them. They're really quick to let down and put back up again. That's something we don't talk about too often. So I'm running the Duelers in a mud terrain pattern out here. Well, you've seen how I've gone. Tackled all the tracks. The big trucks are tackled. But let me know in the comments below. You're coming out to LandCruiser Park for a weekend. What tyre size are you going to choose?
No matter what the rig is you're running though, I say don't wait. Get out and enjoy the places like this. And speaking of, our next destination is a classic. That's right, it's the Glasshouse Mountains. The day is getting on, but we're keen to do a bit of exploring before we hit camp.
Mate, you know this neck of the woods, the Glasshouse Mountains. What a magical place, mate.
This place is super hardcore. It's got some gnarly tracks, but there's something about this place. It just gels with me. I really dig it out here. What do you reckon? I reckon we got time to squeeze in one track?
I reckon we go tackle one of our favourites and show the boys.
There are so many great tracks to tackle in this neck of the woods, but this one is well worth the look. It's a steep canyon that cuts down into a mini jungle and climbs back out via this muddy little number right here. Up ahead, the camera crew took a wrong turn and got themselves into a bit of strife. Shaun and Kaido head off to help them out.
Well, this is a scene that can happen all too often out in the bush. The camera car, of course, it's gone through a bog hole, picked up a log, and it's actually taken the tyre straight off the rim. Also noticed a bit of a dent in the rim as well. The good thing about steel rims, of course, you can grab a big hammer out, just knock that back into shape. So we've got to jack it up and have a good look and see what we're looking at. How you reckon, Mia? She's busy. She's trying to get sticks, trying to help. All right, let's jack it up.
Now, the big GU is a heavy girl, and Shaun soon found an excuse to leave the high lift jacking to Kaido. Bad luck, mate. The tyre on the GU's got a big tear in the sidewall, so there's no chance of plugging that. All good though, the boys have 2 spares.
Tell you what, having a bunch of battery-powered tools in the back of the truck has made the game so different. I mean, you're so quick now with mechanics, but one little tip though, when you are putting your wheel nuts on with any power tool, get them on nice and tight, of course, put the vehicle back down on the ground and then use a breaker bar just to finally tighten those nuts to make sure that they are really quite tight. And these things are good, no doubt about it, just for ease and quickness of getting nuts and stuff on, making a job that maybe takes half an hour into about 10 minutes, but definitely tighten those by hand when it's down on the ground with a breaker bar.
With the crew back on the road, we drop down into the canyon.
Oh, have a go of this, eh? That's wild. Look at this.
Oh, that's a sloppy mess. It's deeper than you think too. You gonna have a crack up here?
Yeah.
Shaun's eaten up that exit and left a trail of mud on the rocks for the next cars. This is going to get fun.
Got to get into that one. Super slippery.
Wow, that was actually a lot easier than I thought it was, but I think in his favour, this was completely dry. I reckon the third, fourth vehicle will be a totally different story. This is going to be a sloppy mess. By the time Jock gets through here.
See if I can get through this thing, eh?
There you go, Shane's just about to drop in. He wants to set himself up so he can get a good approach at that rock step. He's gonna have a go on the middle one. See how he goes. Put it in half a race, mate.
Holy heck, mate. That is probably the most controlled drive I've ever seen out of the canyon. Well done.
That was a good line. It just sort of slipped off, but he found traction. You're next.
Turn the sound up, folks. The big 76 is about to sing.
So, up here we have one big bog hole, one steep exit, one big car, bit of right foot, I reckon. Alright, box in.
As I thought, the exit is getting very slippery. Have another crack, mate.
Oh, yeah! Man, that sounds angry.
With every run, that exit is just getting harder and harder to navigate, and this line seems to be a no-go for Cahill.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Time to try a different approach.
You'll have to come right up there.
Yep. Keep going. Now left hand out. Yep.
Okay, that's your line. You've got to bounce it up over that. You'll have to give this a bit of a spirited go. Okay.
Whoa, that's spirited all right, but I think this one is just not going to happen.
That's up there. I reckon we'll winch you, mate.
A bit of a lean here.
To get the optimum winch angle, we need to place the winch right up on the hill. That's why you keep a jock. With that line pulling Cahill up and out of the bog, he's out in no time.
There we go. Whew.
Mate, was that second gear low or third gear low down there?
That was fourth. No,
that was
winch
spectacular.
time. Yeah, that was, oh, man,
You were
slick in
literally that close to making it, I reckon.
Yeah.
Just rolled up and over and then
fell back down.
You feel the holes now just all filling up with mud and
Yeah.
slippery.
What do you think about all this, mate?
Loving it.
Loving it?
Loving it. Glass house, I'm coming back.
You are?
Coming back, yeah, for
Look
sure.
out, glass house is what I got to say.
Let's get this past this next bit, eh?
Yeah, mate, get past that next bit.
Okay, next car up the climb is Jocko. Cahill's left a lot of mud on the right-hand exit, but Jock is going to try it anyway.
Wild!
Woohoo! Hey! Is that tray bolted on?
What just happened? Oh, bouncy boy up the hill, loves it.
How you feeling?
I'm scared.
Come on.
A little bit nervous, a little bit of wee came out.
Yep, this is not the best challenge to be the last car in the convoy. There's mud everywhere, and it's going to take a very committed drive to make it out.
Oh! Oh!
Have a real go.
Oh, Strew, things are really not going to plan for Sam here.
You hung up on your quarter pipe, eh?
You want me to ring your missus so she can have a go?
Nah. Not like that.
Hey Sam, I don't know if you can see this, mate, but I'm about to give you this this award. I'm going to replace that badge in the front with this one, mate.
I'm making the right meal.
Wow! Sam's going nowhere. Time to try the other line.
Winchy boy!
Sam's literally given it everything here, but it's just too slippery. Time for the winch. Well, how about that? A pretty good way to start our glasshouse adventure.
That was worthwhile, mate.
Oh, far out. It's a big run, isn't it?
Oh, it's huge. You look
I love
like you're a
that.
midget
I
down
love
there.
that when you just decide one more track.
Yep.
One more track, but I reckon it's time we get to camp, mate.
Oh, 100%. It's, yeah, I think it's your turn to cook.
I'm going to cook, mate. I've got a plan. Don't worry about that.
I hope it's something special for given the time of year.
Massive feast.
Ah, come on then. Let's go. Let's get to camp.
Being the festive season, Shaun's hinting at putting on something specky for dinner tonight, and we've got the perfect campsite lined up. A spot just up the road called Running Creek Parklands. Backing directly onto the Belthorpe State Forest, this camp is an absolute favourite of ours, and would you believe it? We've got the entire place to ourselves. Now, the Glasshouse Mountains doesn't have any camping within the state forest itself, But if you follow your nose, you can find great little places like this on the borders of the forest. From here, it's just a short drive to the tracks or the pub, whatever takes your fancy.
Well, tell you what, love this time of day. You know, the sun's starting to go down, we're starting to set up camp, and I really like my camp setup these days. I've been running with this camp setup for a little while now, and I reckon not only is it a really practical camp setup, but also it takes no time at all. So the old 270-degree King's awning, well, it's been a game changer for me. So I'm going to open it up and show you how quickly it sets up. As you bring it around, get the last leg out. You've got a little attachment here, which will clip to the side of the vehicle. Now this keeps the whole thing tensioned. It really is this easy. Clip that in, and now it's as simple as putting all the legs out, and you've got yourself a freestanding 270-degree awning. So after you finish adjusting the legs, the last step is to peg it down. Now it is a freestanding awning, but with a couple of pegs in, you're going to be guaranteed if there is any wind, this thing is going to stay nice and rigid and keep you out of the rain. So we'll chuck a couple of these in, and you're good to go. It really is as easy as that, and you've got a fully functioning awning. The best part about it is it takes it under a minute to set up.
Now folks, it's the festive season, and that means putting in a little bit of extra effort. After a few iron jacks start popping up around the campsite and the good ideas start flowing, we decide that at this camp, we should go one step further with our setup. Soon, it's all hands on deck, and the 4Bs are undergoing a bit of a makeover. All that's left is for Jock to jump onto some tunes. Turn it up, mate. I tell you what, how's this for a Christmas miracle? Sooty's never looked better, and the D-MAX scrubs up pretty well too. Shane's gone for an Aussie theme on this Christmas sled and nabs some big points for the creativity. Now, Jock had to steal his lights off Shane, but the Luxie is looking pretty festive. Don't forget, folks, you can tag us in your festive season pics on our Instagram page. I tell you what, we love to see them. Even Mia has managed to dress up for Christmas, and that means we're ready for Shauno's big cook-up.
Mate, it's Christmas.
Yeah.
We've got the boys. We've put a lot of effort in, as you can see.
Yeah.
Now it's time for you to step up, mate.
Well, that's exactly right, mate. This is
What are you
where I
thinking?
shine. Look,
Where you shine?
Yeah, exactly right. That's what I said. I'm thinking full traditional Chrissy dinner.
Oh, like a turkey, ham.
You're thinking on the right.
The whole lot?
Mia, come on, give us a hand. We're going to go right into the kitchen and whip up one of the best. Ooh, it's going to be good.
All right, I'll get dressed. I'll come and join you in a second.
While I'm slipping into something a bit more festive, Shaun starts setting up for dinner. At least we can hear a lot of clinking and clattering going on. What are you up to there, mate?
So how's this? Southeast Queensland, my home state, and it's Christmas time. How good is that? Now, Christmas time, I love Christmas. It's one of those times of year where a lot of giving going on, a lot of celebrations, and what are you doing?
Mate,
Speaking
I'm
of-
embracing the culture
Speaking
of
of
Christmas.
elves. Look at you.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Well,
I'm doing
fair enough,
Christmas.
fair enough. This is what Christmas is all about, mate. And tonight I'm cooking up a real
What are you doing?
traditional feast. I'm talking about full roasts, I'm talking about turkeys, seafood. You name Christmas, I've got it covered.
Mate, it's like 8 o'clock at night. No way you can do that. There's not even a possibility. I'm out of here. It's not gonna
To
happen.
start with, before I even get started,
Sure.
I'm gonna get you a gift.
Me?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Mate, instead of going to my fridge
Yes.
and stealing my beers,
You got me a 6-pack of beer.
a couple of blackjacks,
Damn, boy.
look at that.
I'll buy you a beer.
Thank you, mate.
That's next level.
Happy Christmas, mate.
That is. Cheers, brother.
How good's that, eh? How good's that?
For all the beers I've stolen off
I
you, and you
know.
give me beers.
I know,
Okay.
I'm a kind sort of guy.
Well, I've got something for you.
Oh, really?
And I think this is
Well, I'll
just.
put this in my fridge right now.
Could you?
Yeah, just
All right,
keep
I'll be
them
back,
cold,
I'll be
keep them
back, I'll
cold,
be back.
keep them cold. Gonna grab a couple of prawns out. What have
Mate.
you got? Oh, you actually did get a
Yeah,
present.
I did. Put that on your head.
Oh, look at this, look at this. Look at this. Here we go. Oh, it doesn't quite fit my head.
Put that. You've got for the size of your body, you've got quite a big head. And that's my sound of the you,
Oh,
mate.
here we go. It's all wrapped
Unwrap
up.
that,
It's all
mate.
wrapped
Yeah,
up.
I took the time.
Now? Right now?
Please,
Yeah.
if you would. There you go.
Yeah, good. I can't wait. I love gifts. I love gifts.
I got you tuna feet. Because if you can't catch fish, you may as well wear them.
I'll put them straight on.
What do they like?
Rip them on. Extremely comfortable.
That's what I was taught.
Well, in fact,
All
I'm
right.
going to use those tonight. I'm going to do basically Christmas on a skewer.
I like the cut of your jib, son.
Right.
We're going to peel all these. Wait.
You're going
Wait.
to race me. You actually, You gonna even
Yeah, I'd
try
love to
this?
race you.
You gonna try this?
If I lose, I've got nothing to, like, I'm just from WA. We don't even have
I'll
prawns.
go easy on you to start with.
3, 2, 1.
Go. Done.
I'm out. I'm out.
Really?
Yeah, I agree.
told you. I told you I was
He
quick on the prawn.
Yeah, you've got a skill.
Well, there we go.
All right, so what do we do now?
Couple of prawns. Got some mushies too.
Yeah, okay, well, I can do those.
All right. I saw my feet for a second and I was just freaked out a tiny bit.
He's got tuna feet.
Talk about Christmas lunch.
Yes.
What would you bring out in Christmas lunch? The mainstay of Christmas lunch.
Ham. What?
Grab that.
Yeah, I've got it.
We get ourselves a ham.
Oh,
It's not sausages, of course.
Yep.
It's some zucchinis.
yeah. And I'll tell you what, these can be used in a lot of different
Yep.
situations.
All different sizes. So it's
Yep,
fantastic.
Yep.
A little bit of halloumi.
Halloumi. What did the cheese say when it saw itself in the mirror? Hello, me.
A little bit of red onion too.
Oh,
Red
yes.
onion. Now the key is, yep, skewers. Bingo.
I've got these.
That's exactly what the whole game is tonight. We're getting Christmas dinner on a stick.
Yeah.
So I've got a little bit of garlic.
Yep.
So I'm going to whack that in the prawns there. The key is a bit of garlic prawn going on. Fair bit of garlic. Just
Garlic is...
one whole squeeze of the tube. There's actually more garlic than prawns going on right now.
That's good. That's what we need. Little note to kids, don't do this at home. If you've got an adult, give them the knife because these knives are ridiculously
I'm
sharp.
going to grab another one out. Speaking of knives, hang on. I've got a whole arsenal of knives here, mate. Here we go in there. Oh, yeah,
Mate,
perfect.
Mate, a lot of mushrooms in here. We won't have mushroom for anything else.
Oh, here we go. Just going to get
Go
straight
on,
in,
mate.
straight through the plastic as you can with a knife like this. And what I'm going to do here is just make it in skewer-sized pieces. Did you cut this? You haven't even cut this.
No, mate, no.
You half cut it.
No, I did.
What's with that?
I dropped the ball there.
With that?
I reckon we start it with a piece of onion, straight through the guts.
I'm going this one now.
What next, do you reckon? Mushroom, without
Yep,
a doubt.
done.
That keeps your vegetarian friends happy until...
Bit of ham on there. Christmas is all about fun and games, you know.
It really is.
Having a few beers,
Yeah.
a couple
You
of
got some
beverages
time
around.
off. You got some time.
Well, you got to be careful. You got to be careful.
I just
at the
stuck
same time.
straight in my
That's why I don't give him the knife because.
Struth,
you're
I'm bleeding.
Yeah, you are. Oh, look at that!
I know, it's a work of art.
Look at that!
It's a work of art.
That's what we're talking about, folks. You get yourself Christmas dinner on a stick, mate, don't you?
On a stick.
Get that on real hot, real hot. A little bit of oil. The good thing about this is once you've got it all cut up, which doesn't take that long,
Nah.
you skewer up as much as you want. It's really easy. It's an
Oh,
easy
shivers.
meal. Any ingredients you want, put it on a stick.
Yeah.
And you got yourself
And put it over fire.
like Happy Hanukkah on a stick. Happy Easter on a stick.
Yep.
Get some chocolate eggs or something.
Yeah, put it on a
whatever
stick.
you want. Just put it on a stick.
Put it on a stick.
I'm going straight in
Yeah,
because
go.
the heat's on. The
What are
heat's
you going to
on.
do here?
Straight
Oh,
on. Straight
damn,
on.
boy,
straight
put
on.
those in there,
Put
yep.
them straight in.
Yep.
And the cool thing is we can all
That's
get.
pretty.
Oh no, we can get the boys in. We can have one or two each. And we just
Yeah.
start making more. And you get more creative as the night goes on. You
Yeah.
just, whatever
A
you
few
want,
beers.
just put it on. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of, mate, do you mind if I know I gave it to you as a Chrissy present.
What?
One of my beers that I gave you, obviously.
No.
Give the boys an Iron Jack.
Well, yeah,
Well,
you
they're
can
mine
do.
at the end of the day. I gave them to you.
Okay,
Christmas,
yes,
you know
yes.
What I mean?
It's Christmas.
It is Christmas
Oi,
at the end of the day.
boys, help yourself to a beer.
Oi. Have a look at this. Christmas in a pan, boys. Have a look at that. All your mainstays for
All
Christmas.
happening here, boys.
halloumi?
Oh, yeah.
It is halloumi.
Graham do his halloumi joke.
Yes,
Yeah,
I did.
he did, actually.
I did. I'm going to make a jock
Oh, just all meat.
skewer. Yeah.
He loves all meat.
I know he does. He loves meat.
All right.
There's a big old jock skewer. That's
I
a...
bet it's got a bit of weight in it, too.
It does. It does.
You-
Whoa! shit. Not used to it, are you? You're not used to it.
Super slippery.
Oh, they look pretty darn
They
good,
look-
bro.
If you could,
Goodness gracious.
if your Christmas dinner looked like this,
Oh, smell-o-vision too.
far out. This is, oh, sugar. I fingered that one a fair bit, Jocko.
There you go, mate.
Where
Oh,
are you?
get into that.
Oh, jeez, how heavy
Who's missing out? There you go, boys. Mate, we've got ham, we've got cheese.
That's a bit of halloumi right there.
Yeah,
Ooh.
there's a few crispy bits, but don't
Right.
worry about that.
The thing with Christmas dinners, people overthink them. That's
really
the big
do.
thing. Your whole family over, you're trying to impress them.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas on a stick, just do that. Simple.
It's as simple
Like,
as that.
you put it all on one stick and you can have the whole Christmas delight in one go. Oh, Jocko's done. Doesn't muck around, mate. Well, how's the prawns? All right.
Oh, I don't know. I just had it so quick.
He's hungry.
Never invite Jock to Christmas dinner, but folks, we have got another day to go, but seriously, from all of us here at 4-Wheel Drive Action, Christmas dinners have never been simpler than wheeling tracks, camping under canvas,
Eating gourmet food.
and
Far out.
not gourmet at all, but putting meat on sticks. Merry Christmas, folks, from all of us here at 4-Wheel Drive Action. Tomorrow, another huge day.
I can't wait, mate. Let's get some more kebabs in the old fire. What do you reckon, boys? All right? All right? Look at that. Is that a freshie?
Well, you've probably already noticed, but last night was something of a big one around camp. And this morning, well, the boys aren't exactly rushing to get going. Before we head out for our last day on the tracks, we do a quick check over of the vehicles, and just as you'd expect, both the 80s soon have their bonnets up. Haha, Toyota life, eh?
Oh, it's just a fool. That's right.
This trip I'm featuring a new tub accessory, and here it is, a nifty new cage for the Dometic fridge.
Have a go at this here, will you? This right here is the new Clearview fridge cage. It's an absolute cracking idea. You see, it encases your fridge in there and it stops anything falling behind the fridge when you pull the fridge out. Might sound so simple, but it's something that's really annoyed me in the past because, for example, if I've got my water up here and I open the fridge on a bit of a lean, say we're having lunch on a track, falls behind, I've got to crawl in there, get it out of the way before I can push the fridge back. But this fridge cage here just means that nothing can get in behind your fridge. I reckon every 4-wheel driver needs one of these in their vehicle just to stop that annoying habit, stuff falling behind your fridge.
All these little touches really make life on the road a heck of a lot easier. And given we're out bush for over half the year, our setups are definitely tried and tested. Today we've got an absolute cracker of a track in mind to end our long weekender, and soon have camp packed up, ready to hit the Frog and Toad.
Hey, hey, Graham, you got a copy, mate?
Copy, bud.
I reckon we go take on the secret track in the glass house. Show these boys what all the hype's about.
I'm going to say it's probably my favourite track in the glass house, mate.
Yeah, it's a cracker, mate. Absolute cracker. All right. Well, I'm going to try and remember how to get there and take the boys up.
Now, I've already mentioned just how many great tracks there are to discover in the glass house, but the one we have in mind today is definitely not as well known. But like all good adventures, well, I reckon it's best if we leave it to you to try and discover it for yourselves.
Well, Graham, this is officially the start, mate. The secret track of the glass house.
Yeah, mate, it put the wind up me last time, I won't lie. I'm kind of keen to get back and have another crack at it.
Yeah, mate. And from memory, I think this track starts right here. Actually, I can see the first rock step, and it hasn't got any smaller, mate. Let's just put it that way. I'm gonna park it up at the front of this first rock step and have a walk because either that rock step's got bigger or it's like a full cliff face. We better get out and have a look.
Crikey. I'm nervous, scared, excited, vulnerable, everything.
Now, either that's a weird Christmas decoration or this is one hell of a 4B breaking rock step.
Have a look at that. That's a graham and a half. This is a A-grade rock face. I'm going to sit down because it scares me. I can't even sit here properly without falling over. Are you going to give it a go?
It's nearly roughly
one and a half.
Double the height of you.
Yeah, 1.5 me's. You going to give it a go? You're not convincing me.
Far out. Let's think about this. Let's think about this. My head says no. My heart says yes. I'm just worried about my tail shaft. It's getting over that lip. The tail shaft might want to grab that.
Not if your tail shaft's in here. You'll be fine.
I might just put the front tyres up, see how that feels.
Have a little.
And then the optimistic forward driver in me says
you're just going to drive straight up it.
Right up there, but
Let's
also
see.
I'm getting heart palpitations. So.
All right. No further ado. Bring in the stunt team.
Does anyone want to go first? This is the last opportunity.
No, I can't
boys.
get around you, mate. No.
Right.
I would. Oh, look, ordinarily I'd take the heat off you and go first on this one, but can't get around you, and you know it's getting late in the day, so I suggest we just cop into this one. Let's go.
Righto.
This is the kind of challenge where it pays to do your preparation first. So Shaun's got the Dominator Extreme out and ready.
Let's get that winch in free spool. It's ready to go. So someone just has to basically grab that, take it off, and they can secure me quite quickly. They've got to remember to obviously put that back in.
Just going to prepare a bit of recovery gear here. I've got a winch extension strap, of course. Got a tree trunk protector, and I'm going to get a blanket out now too. We don't want to be mucking around trying to find the recovery gear if he does get into an awkward angle. So I'll get everything ready now. Send him up.
Winch cable.
Copy, big dog.
Yeah, got you, mate. Loud and clear.
Everything in the trying to get your right tyre pretty much where this black mark is if you can see it. Your left tyre's got no choice. I'm going to keep you out of that hole and just see how you go.
Yeah, mate, that's all I can ask for. The big thing I'm worried about is obviously the fact that I'm going up a vertical cliff face, but the other bit is my tail shaft. It's already got a few scratches on it, and I actually busted tail shaft here last time, so I was going to take it pretty easy, man.
Okay, mate, sounds good. We'll just get your front tyres up and go from there.
As Shaun noses up to the challenge, this rock step just seems to get bigger. That is one committing obstacle.
Touch your right hand down just a little bit. Yep, so that.
In situations like this, it really pays to have a spotter and good comms. Right now, the challenge is finding an angle that lets Shaun's tyres actually get onto the rock face. And that means putting the car up the left bank. Super sketchy.
Come left hand down a bit. We're going to try and climb you up this bank. Left hand down a bit more. A bit more left. Try and climb up.
Straighten up.
Yep, keep going, keep going, keep going. Start straighten up, right hand down, right hand down. Yep, right hand down. Come forward, come forward. Right hand down. Yep, get lined up.
Yeah, boy!
Do you want to just try it at all, or do you just want to win?
It feels very, wants to go, but like it feels very light at the front.
Absolutely no way in the world it could go backwards.
Yeah.
The only way you could go is this way, toward me.
Shaun's gingerly testing out here if he can move at all, but nah, no way. He's hard up on that bank.
Your back wheel's undercut.
Yeah, just winch me. You know, I can take my foot off the brake, everything. I'm that steep that my rear bar and rear tyre is on the deck, and I can't actually reverse.
Well, that was a ballsy drive, mate, especially as the first car up the climb. Some of you have been asking what the orange blanket is for. Well, it's a winch dampener. In the unlikely event of the winch rope snapping, the blanket will drop the rope straight to the ground instead of it flying backwards or forwards and potentially damaging a car, or worse, injuring one of us. This angle is putting a huge amount of pressure on the winch. That's one of the more hardcore winches we've ever done. Pretty insane. Still, the winch is working a treat. That's well done, mate. That's a good attempt.
And you're up, outstanding.
Mate,
Oh, fuck, these aren't tears, mate. I guarantee it's sweat.
what's the matter down there?
Oh, that's a lot of sweat too.
Is that sweat, is it?
Yeah, I get a bit sweaty around the groin region.
Yeah, it
at
does
times.
happen, mate. Well, the good news is we haven't even started this track.
I'm not. I'm sweating. I'm panting.
What do you reckon we try and take a relatively stock standard D-MAX up a vertical wall?
You can only do as good as I did. Like,
All right.
winch, if it gets pear-shaped and...
Done. Let's give it a go.
All right. That guy's mad. He's absolutely mad. I'll tell you what, the average person, I mean the average sane person, when they see a vehicle nearly resting on its rear tyre, 90 degrees up in the air, they'd probably take an ulterior line. But not Graham. You see, he must have hit his head when he woke up this morning. He's not quite right. He's going to give this a go in the D-MAX 31s, 2-inch lift, rear locker, and I don't know what he's thinking, but he's going to give it a go. I'm worried that his approach angle's not quite enough, but if he can get those front tyres up, he's going to do as good as me. So this is going to be exciting.
Oh yeah.
I reckon it's going to be cool.
Yeah, just getting to the challenge is proving challenging. Oh, you gotta undo your handbrake when you go up a hill.
Yeah, that's a good classic first tip, isn't it, mate? I thought you were going a bit slower than normal.
I got nervous, didn't undo my handbrake.
Oh, well, that's far out. That's good. That's good. At least you've sorted that out now, mate. That's a line. That's a line.
Oh man, I gotta tell you, that step is looking daunting from the driver's seat.
I don't want to do it anymore.
Graham, you committed now.
I know.
Go hard left and just crawl up a little bit. I'll tell you when to straighten up. Hard left, right, hard left. Yep.
Now, to get my tyres on the climb. First, I've got to get the bull bar up, and that means this very risky left line.
Bit of right hand down. Right hand down.
Oh,
Bit of right hand down.
you sure you're not going to go over?
Yeah. Go. Just go back with a tiny bit of right hand down.
Tiny bit of right hand down and back.
Not too much though. Stop. Bit of right hand down.
Yep.
Touch more right hand down.
Right.
Yeah.
Just nice and slow, dude.
Right hand down, right hand down. Yep.
It's feeling very right hand heavy.
Yep.
That's
yep.
it. That's it. Perfect. You're still good. You're up.
Yep. Drive through it.
You're on your rear bar.
That's so sick.
That's really steep.
That was the drive, mate. Well done.
That was just to get to that line,
That's
get the
cool.
front up. It was wild, dude. You had rear tyres in the air. It was pivoting, and it was a flip a coin if you're going on your side.
It really felt like I could have gone that way.
You could have if you, but yeah, perfect line, perfect line.
Outstanding drive.
That's sick. That's sick. All right, well, up to you, boys.
Keep going.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit of a relief to hook up the winch and start to creep my way over. Look at that rock step. Struth.
Mate, absolute cracker of
That was
a drive
pretty cool,
through
eh?
there. That was so good. Well
Taking
done.
a D-MAX up that. Well, you're
Yeah.
gonna give it a go?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. All right, I'm gonna get this winch rope in and keep going.
Sounds good, mate.
Cool, mate. Well, that's definitely not a rock step you'd ordinarily take a work ute up, but I'm stoked. I've got to give it a go, and that's the main thing.
Well, a couple of the boys have opted to go around. There is a bypass track, which I don't blame them. At the end of the day, their vehicle's not set up for that sort of stuff, and this is one insane hill. There's plenty more challenges as well. These boys, however, well, they're going to give it a go, and I reckon they should give it a red hot go, because I actually came with the mindset of trying to winch when I got the front tyres over. I reckon if you gave it a little bit of momentum, you got half a chance. So,
Give it a go and see what happens.
mate, I'm going to jump on this. If I just goes quiet and I keep the mic open for a bit, it's because I get scared and I just want to watch and see what happens. So don't be alarmed, just do your own thing.
Now, Jocko literally lives and breathes stuff like this, and I guarantee whatever happens next, it's going to be spectacular.
When you're lined up, I'll give you the thumbs up and you can go for it. Yep, slow. Turn in that way. Turn. Yep.
Whoa!
Straighten up, straight right.
That was heavy.
Yeah, your tyres are pointed a little bit. You need to go a bit of right hand down.
That was sick. You were either coming up or over then.
For Shaun and I, reversing at this point wasn't an option. But the Hilux has a short tray, and Jock's got the clearance to reposition. He's now lined up, but climbing is still a big ask.
Stop there.
What if we pack down there?
A few well-placed rocks could make all the difference here. Hopefully we put him in the right spot this time.
I don't know if I'll get up, but I'll give it a go.
Give it a go.
Yes!
Left.
Oh, yes! Yes!
What a weapon!
Yes!
Drive! That's a drive.
Yes!
Well, let's go and do stuff now. Get up to the top of the mountain. That's commitment, that's good driving. A vehicle that's built for these sort of conditions. But that's off to the driver really, because it's one thing building a car that can do this stuff, it's another thing just putting your right foot down and committing and having the confidence to do it. That's a whole other thing.
You did exactly as I told you. Well done.
Yeah, well done.
That was a good drive,
well
bro.
done, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Yes.
Bloody guilty.
Righto, mate. Ready when you are. You know what to do. You saw Jocko.
I'm so scared.
No, so am I, mate. I'm just trying to put a brave face on for you.
Now, Sam's got a similar setup to Shauno, and that means if he can't get it on his first attempt, he's probably going to get beached on his rear bar. And that means giving it hell.
That's it. You know it.
That's a good effort.
Fraction more.
Nah, he's on his
Oh,
rear.
you're on your rear bar.
Straighten up,
If you go
bud.
straighten up, a bit of left hand down.
Keep coming.
Fair bit.
Keep it going.
Strong arm steering in plate. You can give it one more go on that if you want. Yeah, that's all right. We went from there. It's a good effort, mate. Very good effort.
Woo! Dusty boy.
Takes a big set to do tracks like this. When you're facing up and looking at the sky, you got the water's coming out of your windscreen wiper things because it's so steep. Just a remarkable effort to get to this stage.
The boys jump onto the winch and soon Sam is sailing up to level ground. That was one challenge and a half. Definitely one for the hardcore enthusiasts.
Mate, cracking drive.
Mate.
What do you reckon of that?
Oh, it's readjusted a few things in the body, and probably the 80 series too, to be
You reckon
honest.
that's the steepest hill you've ever been on?
Mate, that was downright worse than Gunshot, I reckon.
It's a really committing track, this one.
Had a lot of faith in you, which for some strange reason.
Oh, mate, fellow 80 series drivers.
That's true.
Look, quick question, mate. You know, you guys have got a lot of enthusiast customers. I mean,
Yep.
you know, people who live and breathe this sort of stuff, how do you guys cater for them?
Well, mate, it's pretty easy. We're all enthusiasts at Spares Box. We love what we do. We love cars, four-wheel driving, anything automotive. And the best way to know what to sell and you know what to offer to other enthusiasts is being enthusiasts. So that's how we can really do it.
Obviously, you sell all the main parts for maintenance and repairs and stuff like that. So if someone breaks a CV or a hub, all the things you know that four-wheel drives typically break or on these tracks. But you do more than that. You do accessories and everything.
We've got over 150,000 different car parts from, that's right, CVs, hubs, spare hoses, belts, studs, you know, all gaskets.
Yeah.
But also all your good quality stuff like winch, comms, lights, all that kind of stuff you can get through Spares Box too.
Well, mate, the fact you're out there driving these sort of tracks, it's real credibility for the company and the fact that you guys speak four-wheel drive. I mean, as a four-wheel drive enthusiast myself, I want to know that the company I'm dealing with, you know, lives and breathes this lifestyle as well, because at the end of the day, that means you understand what they need.
Oh, no doubt need to hit up the catalogue when I get home, that's for sure.
Oh, mate, speaking of put it to the test, we have just started, like an eighth of this track.
Yeah,
this will be the most fun you've ever had off-road. Hold me to that.
All right, well, let's do it.
With that challenge under the belt, it's time for us to send it up the rest of the climb. And the boys, we're all putting in some great drives.
Nothing but sky.
Up ahead, Mia is checking out one gnarly looking line, so he sends Shaun in to give it a go. Now, Shaun tried and had to back out of this one last time, but it looks like this time he might just have it.
Left hand down, left hand down, left hand down. Keep going, move left, move left, move left. Just climbing that route, stay left, stay left. Right, stop there. Stay left.
Falling into this rut would make this one go really pear-shaped, and the line to straddle it is just so tight.
Maybe left, straighten up just a touch. Good time, mate. Yep.
That was insane!
Wowzers!
There was not much in that.
No, you had to really get on that line.
Like, just some of the knobs on the edge of your tyre held you there.
Wowzers!
Yep. Impressive. Yes! Very impressive.
For those of us in the smaller trucks, we found our own entertaining lines up the hill and get stuck right into it.
Oh, he makes it look easy.
Just drive through the wheel lift.
He's having a ball. Good drives all round. The boys are having fun.
Drive it, drive it. Yes!
Sam's opted to try the right-hand line here, and it is touch and go.
Drive it. Turn, drive.
But yes, he's done it.
Yeah!
Holy heck, that was epic, mate.
Spicy.
That was something else, mate.
In true Glasshouse style, this track packs challenge after challenge in just a few short metres. And I can tell you now, it's a whole lot of fun.
Oh! That's him!
We're home, James. Oh, no!
Oh,
We celebrated early.
that was you! But you weren't wearing your L-pack, mate.
Ah,
Come on, another go with your L-pack, you got this. You
reckon?
got this. Yeah.
like Superman changing into his leotard costume.
Wait.
Straighten up.
Now go.
Right hand down.
Ah, yes! The extra ears did the trick. All right, boys, come on up.
There we go, you got it.
Drive it.
Sweet Lord!
What a day on the tracks. This place just delivers every time. Now, I reckon many of you folks have probably been enjoying a beer while watching this. I reckon we're about due for one too.
Well, I don't know about you, mate, but I'm smiling from ear to ear. Even the dog's smiling. It's been an absolute cracking long weekend in South East Queensland, mate.
How good are the tracks out here, man? This place just blows me away. You could drive them every day.
There's no shortage of really fun tracks, and that's exactly what they are, fun. Shane, you got a copy?
Yeah, mate, I'm here.
What do you reckon? Enjoyed yourself?
Mate, had an absolute blast. You know, I thought I went really well at Cruiser and Glasshouse, and nothing. I'm lost for words.
Yeah, it is that good, isn't it, mate? It's just magical part of the world. And Kaido, mate, you get the award for the biggest wheel lift ever, full stop. You've done some great wheel lifts and some fantastic drives, mate. You must be stoked with yourself.
Biggest wheel lift ever, far out, I'll take that one. Nah, first taste of Southeast Queensland 4 driving, and I'll definitely be back. It was awesome, and that last track, that was my favourite of all time, I'll tell you that now.
Beauty. And Sam, mate, you drove that 80 like you stole it. You drove it awesome, mate. There was good throttle control, big wheel lifts, and just really committing drives all around. You've got to be stoked, right?
Mate, I'm so stoked to be on words. I mean, great blokes, awesome rigs, some insane tracks. I'm beside myself.
Well, there you go, Gray. What do you reckon, mate? We take these boys to the Woodford pub, shout them a schooner?
Mate, well, I've been saying to the boys that the Woodford pub has got one of the best places to ever be bought a beer by Shauno. So, well, you get the credit card out, mate, and let's go upstairs and have a beer.
Yeah, mate, but don't be surprised if you bounce, but let's do our best, eh?
Done deal, and if it bounces, I'll catch it. We'll try again. Just up the road, it's the Woodford Hotel, and the Forbies are soon parked out the front, and we're jostling to get through the door first. Cheers, boys. Yoo-hoo.
Legends, how good is this, eh?
Mate, Southeast Queensland, I reckon.
You'd move here, probably. That's what you're about to say. I could tell.
Well, I wouldn't go so far as say I'd move here, but I reckon for a weekend like we've done, travelling up the coast as we have, mate, the tracks.
If you want some solid forward driving,
Yep.
there's fantastic camping options.
Aren't there, though? You're going to be spending Chrissy up here. How good is that?
That's it, exactly right. It is that time of year, folks.
Yep.
And, you know, from the whole crew at 4WDING Action, we
Yes.
want to wish you guys an absolute Merry Christmas. I hope you're letting your tyres down right now, locking your diff locks and getting stuck into the old Christmas pud, because that's what it's all about.
At the end of the day, mate, it's all about Christmas pudding beers, and I reckon if you're having both of those, you're having a cracking Christmas. For now, though, we're going to enjoy a few more beers.
I like the sound of that.
Well, folks, that's it for us. Merry Christmas, and we'll catch you next time on
4WDING Action!
Now, folks, don't go anywhere, because up next, you're going to find out more about the gear we use to make these trips possible. And then, of course, my favourite part, it's the 4WDING Action outtakes.
Well, that was a nice tough trip. Heaps of fun tracks, mate. That's
Super
what I
tough.
love about this part of the world. Now, now's the time we're going to go through some of the products that have really helped us succeed out in the Glasshouse Mountains and
Succeed,
LandCruiser.
I like it.
Oh, we have, mate. We've come, we've seen, and we've conquered. Now, mate, without a doubt. Now, this product is a little unsung hero, and I keep it with me all the time. I'm talking about my
Oh,
Nebo.
me?
No, no. Even smaller, believe it or not. I'm talking about my little Nebo head torch,
Oh,
mate.
yeah, bomb.
Look, technology's changed a heck of a lot. Now, these are all rechargeable via USB. So
I love that.
That is one of the things I love about this.
Yep.
So I've always got a charged
Yep.
head torch, and I think that's important.
You know what I do? I hang this over my gear stick, and then I just run the charger straight down, and because it's magnetic, it doesn't fall out when I'm driving.
Yeah, true.
Always charged.
Actually, if you look at my fridge, mate, I've got a little USB on the Dometic, and I just chuck that straight in. It's on
Everything
charge
is in his
all
fridge.
day, all day. So that's
They're a must-have.
exactly right.
Must
mate,
have.
Exactly right.
Speaking of must-haves, we all own four-wheel drives. What is the one thing you absolutely cannot do without? If I took it away from you right now, could not drive home. Tyres, mate.
Well, you're true.
You've got to
You're
have
right on,
tyres.
you're
And if
right
you're
on.
going to buy tyres, you may as well buy a cracking set of tyres. And I've been running the old Bridgestones all around Australia. And this is an absolute fact. When did I last get a puncture?
I can't. You haven't.
I haven't.
think.
They've never let me down. So a good set of tyres. Not only will that allow you to drive, it'll mean you're never going to have to stop, fix punches, that sort of thing. I'm not going to say never, but I tell you what, in
Yeah.
my experience, hasn't happened.
Probably compensate for your driving a fair bit too, mate. Look, the other thing I reckon is a must-have. I reckon a good set of batteries, because I've seen it too many times out in the track. People come out here with old batteries. They can't start their vehicle in the morning.
Yep.
Like, all our accessories put so much load on the batteries, and you need a battery that's full-wheel drive proven. And I've got Sentry batteries in my vehicle. I've got the 4x4 Overlander batteries, and they have not skipped a beat, mate. I use the winch pretty rarely and silly, let's face it, but lights. I've got 2 fridges in there. I've got a whole stack of 12-volt gear. I use inverters. I've got all the batteries for the camera gear getting charged. So a lot of drain on those batteries, but they stand up every time.
They keep going. Doesn't make it sound any better. Still sounds like an old tractor, but does start every morning. And also, lastly, folks, Snatch Clothing. Now, here's a fact. We don't put any of this stuff to the website until Buggerlugs and I have been out here and rolled around in the dirt and got some mud on it and some grease, and then we send it out to you guys.
That's right.
And now, even more importantly, more excitedly, we can put all this into a bag. We've got bags. You can put your recovery gear in a bag. You can put it into your weekender bag, which, if you like you, it'd probably be a month-long bag. It takes a couple of
I don't
underpants,
take
and that's
that
about it. But folks, honestly, we've got a new lot of hats. Snatch Clothing, you know where to go to get them. Snatchclothing.com.au.
Mate, that's a good bit of advice. If you haven't been to the Snatch Clothing website, I suggest you check it out.
Please.
There's always new stuff being added every month at least.
And you can look like us. Well, you don't want to look like us.
No,
but
you look slightly better versions of us.
A lot better.
So I want to take this opportunity to thank you guys for watching. This has been another cracking episode. We've had a heck of a lot of fun. If you've enjoyed it half as much as we have, well, yeah, absolutely smile from ear to ear right now. So if you haven't done this already, take a second. It takes 2 seconds. Press the like button, give us a comment, and subscribe to 4WDING Action, the best YouTube channel in the world.
And we read all the comments too, so don't think you're just putting them down there and we're not looking at them. We look at every single
We do.
one.
There's some funny ones that get around there. I actually do like reading the comments.
Some crackers. We'll see you next time.
But before that,
what?
The outtakes, mate.
Oh, my favourite part. I won't be there.
Watch the bit where Graham makes a proper fool of himself.
I guarantee
More than normal,
I won't be in the outtakes. Guaranteed.
Guarantee you will.
Race you home.
Car more capable than Shaun's is rolling. Woo! Got to do that. We're on to that.
Good man. You know what? Just running back there. Wait. This is going to hurt a bit. Okay. Now.
Yeah, you got to.
Yes.
Yeah. Sort of.
You're a Kamagotchi girl.
Ready?
That's professionalism.
Kids roll.
Nobody panic. Nobody panic. I'm parking here. We're going to walk the rest of the way. This is too brutal.
Let's get dusty. Let's get slim dusty. Oh! All right, we're good?
Yep. Yep.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Waiting for you.
Of course, the problem that we have, you guys probably don't have at home, I've got a cameraman in front of me here. I'm trying not to hit him. So you're trying to drive a hard track and not kill a cameraman at the same time. Cameraman here. They're always there. There's one up the front. He's laughing and smiling. Front locker, I'm going to get it.
You should get one, mate. You should get a front locker.
What gear you in? Just see if I can make you roll.
I was wondering what gears that you're going for a sec.
That is... Cheers, brother.
How good's that, eh? How good's that?
Oh, crikey.
Ooh.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Concentrate, you silly taco.
Mate, cheers. Thank you so much. And
I know.
you might think that I've
Yeah, you love a freebie, don't you?
forgotten you, but I have not forgotten you, my friend.
Yeah.
Is that
First time he's ever had a beer.
How come yours looks like that?
Because I can drink a beer.
I feel like naturally exposed right now if I don't get rid of these freaking boys.
I just saw a little walnut, mate. Just put it away, put it away.
They're coming
You
right
don't
around.
have to show me again, mate. Far out.
Terrible.
Far out. Is it always red?
Like, I'm a brother to you, but in all time, you've never really impressed me. But that, mate, how'd you sleep last night?
Oh, mate, like a love it under that swag. It's just, yeah, you so comfortable.
Sleep under the swag.
Yeah,
Yeah, he just puts it on top of himself.
I'll
It's like a decoy.
Oh.
I'll give it another little.
Give it
I'll give it one extra put.
yeah, give it one.
One extra put.
Yeah, maybe there's room for 2 puts.
Settle down.
I'll turn you off now. I don't think you need to see any more. Especially not of me. On you go. See ya.